The American land yields much. Farmers in this country produce a great amount of food. Rice is one of these important crops. Each year, American farmers harvest about 9.97 million tons of rice. This rice helps to feed people here and in other countries. It is a staple food for a large part of the world's population, providing sustenance and energy. The journey of this grain, from the soil to the table, is a story of dedication and modern methods working together. Rice farming in America is a significant part of its agriculture. It happens in specific regions where the climate and soil are right. States like Arkansas, California, Louisiana, Mississippi, Missouri, and Texas are major rice producers. In America, rice farmers often plant seeds in a way called direct seeding. This means the seeds are put right into the field where they will grow. Sometimes farmers use special machines called seed drills. These machines make small furrows in the soil. They drop the seeds in and then cover them. Other times, especially for very large fields, airplanes are used. The airplanes fly over the prepared fields and spread the rice seeds from the air. This method is quick and covers a lot of ground. It is suited to the large farms found in the United States, allowing for timely planting across extensive areas. This American way of planting is different from methods used in many parts of Asia. In those places, farmers often grow small rice plants called seedlings in special nursery beds first. When the seedlings are strong enough, workers take them out. They then plant each small seedling by hand into the flooded fields. This is called transplanting. It takes a lot of people and a lot of time. In America, where farms are large and labor can be costly, direct seeding is often more practical. It allows farmers to manage bigger areas of land with fewer workers, relying on technology and careful planning. Before any seeds are planted, the farmer must prepare the soil. The land needs to be tilled. Machines are the backbone of modern American rice farming. They do the heavy work that once required many hands. These machines allow farmers to cultivate vast areas of land efficiently. From the moment the soil is prepared until the rice is harvested, machines are involved. This reliance on mechanization is a key reason why American farms can produce so much rice. For preparing the land, powerful tractors are essential. These tractors pull heavy plows, discs, and harrows. These tools break up the compacted earth. They turn over the soil and make it fine and loose for planting. Another important machine is the laser-guided land leveler. A laser transmitter is set up in the field. A receiver on the leveling equipment reads the laser beam. This system helps the machine to scrape and move soil, making the field perfectly flat. A level field is crucial for managing water in rice cultivation, ensuring even growth and simplifying irrigation. When it is time to plant, machines again play a vital role. Rice is a plant that loves water. It needs a lot of water to grow well. In America, most rice is grown using flood irrigation. This means the fields, called paddies, are deliberately covered with a shallow layer of water for much of the growing season. This water serves many purposes. It helps to control weeds that cannot survive underwater. It also helps to keep the soil temperature stable. Managing this water carefully is one of the most important jobs for a rice farmer. To flood the fields, farmers first build low earthen walls called levees around each section of land. These levees hold the water in. Water is then pumped into the paddies from rivers, canals, wells, or reservoirs. The farmer must check the water level regularly. It needs to be just right, not too deep and not too shallow. Usually the water is kept at a depth of a few inches. As the rice plants grow taller, the water level might be adjusted. Just like people, rice plants need food to grow strong and healthy. This food comes from nutrients in the soil. Sometimes the soil does not have enough of all the nutrients rice needs. So, farmers add fertilizers. Before adding any fertilizer, many farmers test their soil. Section 5. Life of a rice plant, growth and guarding against pests. The life of a rice plant is a journey through several stages. It begins with a tiny seed. When the seed is planted in warm, moist soil, it germinates. A small shoot grows upwards, and roots grow downwards. This young plant is called a seedling. Soon, the seedling will produce more stems from its base. This is called tillering. Each tiller can grow its own leaves and eventually its own head of rice, or panicle. A healthy plant will produce many tillers. This stage is crucial for determining the potential yield of the crop. As the rice plant continues to grow, it enters the reproductive phase. First is the booting stage, where the panicle starts to develop inside the stem of the tiller, causing it to swell. Then comes heading, when the panicle emerges from the top of the plant. After heading, the tiny flowers on the panicle open. This is flowering, or anthesis. Pollination occurs, often helped by the wind. Once pollinated, the flowers begin to develop grains. This is the grain-filling stage, where the kernels plump up with starch. Finally, the plant reaches maturity, the grains ripen, and the plant turns golden brown. During its life, the rice plant can face threats from pests and diseases. Section 6. The Golden Harvest Gathering the Grain. When late summer or early fall arrives, the rice fields change color. The vibrant green slowly turns to a rich golden brown. This signals that the rice grains are mature and full. The plants, heavy with their bounty, droop slightly. This is the moment the farmer has worked towards for many months. It is time for the harvest. The sight of a vast field of golden rice ready for collection is a rewarding one. It represents the culmination of careful planning, hard work, and the cooperation of sun, soil, and water. The main machine used for harvesting rice in America is the combine harvester, often just called a combine. This large, complex machine does several jobs at once. As it moves through the field, it first cuts the rice stalks. Rotating reels sweep the stalks towards a cutting bar. Once cut, the stalks are fed into the machine. Inside the combine, a threshing mechanism separates the rice grains from the stalks. The grains are then cleaned by fans and sieves, removing chaff and other debris. The combine moves steadily through the field, row by row, or in wide swaths. The separated clean grains are collected in a large tank on the combine. Section 7. Keeping it good, drying and storing the bounty. After the combine harvester gathers the rice, the grain is not yet ready for long-term storage or milling. The freshly harvested rice, often called green rice or rough rice, usually contains too much moisture. This moisture level can be around 18 to 25% or sometimes even higher. If rice is stored with this much moisture, it will spoil quickly. Mold and bacteria can grow, and insects can infest it. This would ruin the crop and all the hard work. Therefore, drying the rice down to a safe moisture level, typically around 12 to 14%, is a critical step. Many farmers have their own drying facilities on their farms. These often consist of large metal bins equipped with powerful fans. The harvested rice is loaded into these bins. The fans blow air, sometimes slightly heated, through the rice. This moving air gradually removes the excess moisture from the grains. This process must be done carefully. If rice is dried too quickly, or with air that is too hot, the kernels can crack or break. This reduces the quality of the rice. Section 8. From Field to Table. The journey of rice processing and its gifts. The rice that has been harvested and dried is known as rough rice or paddy rice. At this stage, each grain is still encased in its tough outer shell, called the husk or hull. This husk is inedible and must be removed before the rice can be eaten. The journey from rough rice to the familiar white or brown rice on our tables involves several careful steps in a rice mill. This milling process transforms the raw agricultural product into a food staple, and also yields valuable byproducts from what is removed. The first step at the mill is cleaning. The rough rice passes through machines that remove any remaining straw, stones, dust, or other foreign materials. Clean rice is important for the quality of the final product and for the smooth operation of the milling machinery. After cleaning, the rice goes to a hulling machine. These machines use rubber rollers or other methods to gently rub off the husks. Once the husk is removed, the grain is now brown rice. Brown rice still has its bran layer, which is rich in nutrients and fiber. To produce white rice, which is the most common form consumed, the brown rice undergoes further processing. It goes through milling or pearling machines. Section 9. Modern Fields, Modern Ways, Benefits of Today's Farming. We have followed the journey of American rice, from the carefully prepared field to the processed grain. We see that producing nearly 10 million tons is a large undertaking. It relies on the knowledge of farmers. It depends on the power of machines. It requires careful management of water and nutrients. It involves protecting the plants as they grow. Each step, from planting the seed to storing the harvest, is part of a complex system. This system has been developed over many years, combining tradition with new ideas and technologies. The modern methods used in American rice farming bring many benefits. One major benefit is efficiency. With machines, a small number of farmers can cultivate very large areas of land. They can produce a great amount of rice. This high level of productivity means that there is enough rice to feed many people in America. It also means that America can export rice to other countries, helping to meet global food needs.